Let's see how you. Oh
On
boy.
my cheeks.
You're a cheeks guy. Okay. You also don't have to wear them if you don't want to.
That's all right.
How do you feel?
I do like one on off like this.
Okay,
like I'm in
that's
the
fine.
studio.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna save the children. We are the world. Yes.
I love watching those YouTube videos. I get down rabbit holes of them like recording that, and like Cyndi Lauper's in there like, "We are the chill," you know, and everyone else is like, "What are you doing?" It's lovely.
Oh, Cyndi. Oh my God.
She's great.
Hi.
Have we started? Oh God! No one's gonna want to hear about that.
No, everybody wants to hear about it.
I think so.
We were just talking about Matthew Broussard's weird city bike.
Yeah, he is
tour.
a great guy. A lot of fascinating things about him. That's like a polite way of saying he's a weirdo.
Yeah,
he knows it and he embraces it. Love the guy.
Yeah, he leans in, which I think is great. You got to lean in.
We're a little weird.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You were just talking about Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah. Well, you brought it up.
Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, blame me.
But you brought up. Yeah.
Anyway, we were talking about Austin, Texas. I was just there. 3 people from this podcast came to those shows, and may God bless you. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey.
Isn't that exciting?
It's not bad.
I mean, we're doing it in Austin.
Hey.
Austin, your city is very dirty. You got to figure something out with that city.
People love Austin.
People love it. I don't really understand why, but I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sunny.
Texas is a big state, and to have like one little pocket of that state that's semi-normal or, progressive, I think is what draws people's attention to it and why people are drawn to it and they like it.
I just didn't realize how much of a party it was. Everywhere I went was like party. It was like daytime party, nighttime party, afternoon party.
I think Austin is almost like a Madison in like Wisconsin. Like that's where I'm from Milwaukee, but Madison is like a very liberal progressive town in a somewhat conservative state.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why people like Madison so much, just like Austin.
Yeah. I can see that. Well, we went and got barbecue in Austin. We went to a place called Black's. It was very good.
Haven't heard of Black's.
It was very good. I literally, this is what I do in every city I go to. I just Googled top barbecue places in Austin, and it was one of the top 10.
Oh, there you go.
So we were like, we're going there.
So wait,
it's
every
also
city
close.
you go to, you Google best barbecue?
No, I Google whatever I want to do. I usually always Google best coffee.
Okay.
And then I also best cocktail bar.
Ooh,
I like to go to cocktail bars after,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I know it's a problem. Anyway, but we went to this barbecue place and we were like watching our money. We were like, okay, we're not making a lot of money this weekend, so we got to be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Great. And so we go to this place and it's like, oh, great, we're not going to you get to order like a quarter a pound, instead of like, you only get this one size and it's $30, you know? And so we were like, everything was adding up. And we were like, oh my God, 2 of us for $40. That's great. And then we were like, oh, well, the list says to have a beef rib. So we got to get a beef rib. And so the guy's like, I got to get it from the back. And we're like, okay. And so he goes to the back. He comes out with a huge thing of beef ribs, cuts it off, puts it on the thing. And he goes, it's 1.5 pounds. Is that okay? And it was so busy. We were like, yeah, sure. That's fine. Our meal cost $86.
No.
Yes.
Just for 2 people?
For 2 people.
Oh, wow.
That beef rib cost $46.
Worth it?
Fine.
It was okay. It was just fine. Black's, your beef rib is too expensive.
Steve loved it. Steve was like, this is really good. I get it. And I was just like, that looks scary. It looks scary. It's huge.
So I don't eat meat. I haven't for like I'm like a new vegetarian. I hate vegetables.
Okay.
But I'm a vegetarian.
You're in trouble.
It's bad. It's not good. And I don't like
what
bread.
do you eat?
No, I don't eat like broccoli and with peanut sauce is good. I'll do a lot of like the fake meat stuff, like the Impossible and the Beyond stuff.
Oh, that stuff is good.
But it's just not. Everyone's like, well, that's not healthy. I'm like, I'm not eating it to be healthy. I eat it because animals had to die. But when I was eating meat, I loved barbecue and I loved it so much, and I miss it, and I wish I could go back and they need to kind of make some vegan or vegetarian barbecue.
Sure.
I think they could do that.
I mean, they're not going to do that in Texas, but
no, definitely not. Maybe in Austin, though.
Maybe in Austin.
There's probably some like snowflake in Austin, like thinking of that. Some barbecue seitan or whatever.
Yeah. Some tofu with just like barbecue sauce all over it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I had that for lunch actually.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it was all right.
I mean, I think I prefer the sides of barbecue more than I prefer the meat of barbecue.
The thing is, like $86 for lunch.
It's crazy.
It's like I just spent $60 for lunch with my wife, and I went out to eat before this, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Lunch should be maybe $30 For
including
2 people.
tip.
Including tip?
Yeah.
Where the hell are you eating?
Not fancy.
You're
places.
not eating in New York City, I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah, no. You
Look
can
at
eat.
Fonzie's like, absolutely not.
All right. Well,
You can't even get 2 slices of pizza downstairs for that much.
All right, that's true. I'm not a good tipper.
You're not a good tipper?
No, I am. I 20 or more.
Get
It's
out!
my thing.
Okay,
It's my,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I miss barbecue. Miss it very much.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not. That's a nice thought that you're doing.
Yeah.
And we'll see how long it lasts.
It's
Mr.
been
I don't like vegetables.
4 years so far. I'm doing all right.
It's 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Oh, I thought you said
It's
just.
new.
I was like,
I mean,
oh,
it's
is that a
newish.
month?
It's newish.
I was thinking, that's doing something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
you've
right.
done something. You've saved a whole cow.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I used to eat a lot of meat.
Okay.
Chicken.
All right.
McDonald's is my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
McDonald's was your favorite. Yeah. No, that's not good.
It's probably not real.
I bet
meat, but-
your insides are also like, thank you.
Yeah. I'm very clean now.
Yeah.
Feels good.
So you're from Milwaukee?
Yeah, from
That's
Milwaukee.
fun.
Huge beer town. Huge
Yeah?
drinking place.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, they said Madison is like the #1 drunk city in the world or something.
Yeah, I think I did hear that.
Yeah.
Did you go? You were born and raised there?
In Milwaukee.
In
Born and
Milwaukee.
raised in Milwaukee. Then I moved to New York when I was 19.
Were you old enough to know about the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff?
Oh, yeah. Of
Yeah?
course. I mean, I was not while it was happening. I was like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone brought him. Every time I go out of town, I'm from Milwaukee. Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm like, okay. So then you just kind of know who he is just by being
Yeah.
a kid and, hearing his name. But I watched that series like everyone, and I was fascinated. I didn't know. I kind of knew he like killed people and ate people, and then he got killed in the prison with a broom, and he did it in Milwaukee. That's all I knew, and I kind of knew where he lived because he I think he stayed at the Ambassador Hotel in Milwaukee, and that's right across from this venue I'd perform at a few times called the Rave, which is like a performing venue, music hall, and that place, the Rave, is really haunted. People say, and I don't know if I believe in that haunting stuff, but a lot of people say the Rave is haunted, so I'm starting to believe it. And I wonder if there's any correlation between Jeffrey Dahmer, because he lived right next door, like right across the street. So maybe there's bodies. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about bodies, but maybe, the ghosts are like, well, if we got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay in this building. I'm going to go next door.
Yeah. Free concerts. Why not? Yeah.
I would love to do that.
If you were a ghost, you'd live at a concert hall?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then you can get the best seat.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You can get to see anything you want, get really close.
Yeah.
You could be on stage. You could be in that person and be like, I'm making this.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I grew up in Milwaukee. Not a big drinker. Like, I didn't drink until it was legal for me to drink.
Oh, what
Isn't
a
that
good boy.
Well, I was a little prude, I will say. My dad was the principal of the high school I went to.
Wow.
So, yeah, so my friends.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, it sounds bad.
Okay.
But I love my dad, and everyone loved him.
Very sweet.
He's a great guy, and he never had to do the disciplinary stuff. That was always the assistant principal.
Oh,
so the kids at the school weren't like, your dad gave me detention. They didn't and no one ever said that. But because he was the principal, it kind of put a little bit of added pressure on me not to get caught drinking or doing anything I shouldn't do in school. But I did do my share of skipping school while he was the principal.
Oh my! Did you ever get caught?
Yeah, he knew.
He knew.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I would take his car and I would go practice because I juggled professionally at the time. So
wait, hold on.
So I would take his car. No,
I was like, what a badass.
No,
this guy's a fucking rebel. And he's like, well, I was juggling professionally.
No, I would take his car. I'd go to this tennis club our family belonged to, this ritzy tennis club. But they had racquetball courts. So I'd check into a racquetball court during school hours, practice my juggling, and then go back to school.
Oh my God.
With his car.
Do it you didn't even go to the mall.
No, I didn't do anything fun. I was just playing catch with myself in a white room. It was a little psychotic.
Yeah.
No,
not psychotic.
Yeah.
Adorable.
No, I would put on Rent the musical, the soundtrack, and I'd listen to that. I'd just be juggling in the white room, and people would walk by and just look at me is he all right? Is he okay? And I'd just be I'm so focused, I'm dialed in, And I was juggling balls and clubs. I wasn't doing fire and knives in this room. It was just practice and training, put on gym workout clothes. I take it seriously, and I'm just working on my technique and form. It's so bad.
So your dad was like, yeah, have
He's
the
fine.
car.
Yeah.
Go ahead. There's not a girl in the back backseat of that. So
oh God,
go right ahead.
No. And to make matters even worse, like to bring in the girl thing, like I had a pretty serious girlfriend in high school, but like again, like didn't go past kissing. Very like it was just dry humping and Shirley Temples from
what are
like
Shirley Temples?
like kitty cocktails, like a little Sprite with some grenadine in it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a sex move.
Oh God.
It's like, what you tap dance on her chest? What the hell was that? He just goes with his titties.
Oh, yeah. There probably is a sex move called the Shirley Temple.
I don't want to know what it is.
I don't either.
It has something to do with the toilet.
No, but it wasn't. No, I just mean, no. So we, although I will say, I did
Kissing and Shirley Temples.
Oh, yeah. I did get I was in sophomore year. I was kind of like, maybe I should try drinking sophomore year.
All right.
So I got a bottle of vodka from someone who was not my older brother.
Uh-oh.
Not my older brother.
Oh, I see. There's a wink in there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I had it in my dresser drawer, and it was not hidden. It was just in my dresser.
Okay.
You know? Mm-hmm. And then one day I look and it's not there.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, no. So I go to my dad, he's like, I need to talk to you. And I think it was in school, and I had to go to the principal's office, which is my dad's office. And I was like, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, so we found this bottle of vodka in your dresser. I'm like, okay. He's like, is it yours? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, did you drink it? I'm like, no, it's gross. Like, have you ever tried vodka, Dad? It's awful. And then he's okay, just no car for a month. And I was like, well, how am I going to practice? Like, how am I going to juggle?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not skip over the fact that you were juggling professionally in high school.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it means no pussy.
No. That was a given.
Yeah. It's not the pussy magnet I thought it would be.
In what world were you like,
all
no,
right.
this is going to get the ladies?
I grew up idolizing magicians and can we start this podcast over?
Nope, not at all.
All right.
No,
so
please keep it coming.
I loved clowns, and I remember my dad took me to Breakfast with the Clowns once. It was
and that's where it all started. Breakfast with the Clowns.
Milwaukee, not only are they known for beer and cheese, but we had this great circus parade every summer in Milwaukee. And before it was like a national parade, they have the best clowns from all over would come. And my dad and I would go, and one day we went to Breakfast with the Clowns, and Bozo the Clown was there. Remember him?
Real Bozo?
The real Bozo.
Wow, that's a big deal.
And before he died, I got a photo with him and everything. And I was my dad and I were thinking when I was in high school, I was just gonna go to clown college in Ringling Brothers Clown. That was
okay.
And then they closed that school before I could get in there.
No.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm sorry.
But that was my trajectory when I was freshman, sophomore in high school.
Clown college.
Oh, I was training hard. Yeah, I was gonna go in there and I was gonna be a clown.
So your parents were like, no college. Clown college.
They knew I was never good at school.
Okay,
never. I was always ADD, not diagnosed, but I would just doodle in notebooks. I wouldn't pay attention to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of the reason why my dad took the job as the principal is so I could graduate high school, because otherwise I probably would still be in high school.
Are you serious?
I was not. I was on the honor roll only once.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah, but I had 2 classes. I had 3 study halls. My dad put me in special ed, so I would I'd go to the special room and take my classes and take my tests. I would go to normal classes, and then I did math and science on the internet. So I was homeschooled for part of the classes.
And then you were juggling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a different kind of skill, and it's beautiful. I'm glad you found it.
I like to say.
Could you imagine where you would be if you didn't?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would be without it. I know it's silly, and I kind of joke about it now, but it was a huge part. I took it very. I don't take myself too seriously, but I would take juggling way too seriously.
So what were you? What was the first thing you ever juggled?
Scarves. They float in the air.
Oh, okay.
But I learned when I was 9. So by the time I entered high school, I was already really good.
Yeah.
At juggling.
Okay.
For the time.
Wow.
Jugglers now are super good, but for the time I was pretty good.
Yeah.
But the level that jugglers are at now is just insane.
So what was your first paid gig? What were you juggling?
It was at the Shorewood Public Library. It was in
Of course it was.
1990, probably like 6 or 97.
Okay. 96. You're the Olympics.
Yep,
There you go.
Atlanta. Yep, that's right. My parents were there right before the bomb.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. Remember the bombing? And
Well, aren't you cheerful, huh?
Sorry, but anyway, yeah, I was juggling just like balls, rings, and clubs. I did like plungers, dirty diapers, like
dirty diapers.
Yeah, it was like my dad would take diapers and put like chocolate sauce in them, and it was like my grand. I'd put on goggles and safety equipment and pretend they were like very dangerous.
I thought self-made was pretty funny.
Self-made's pretty good.
That was pretty funny.
But I wasn't. I was out of diapers at the
You
time.
were out of
Yeah. But they would become unraveled because I juggle them as like little clumps of ball, and people would be like, "Are those real?" And I'd be like, "I don't know." And then they'd open up, and it would look like
God,
shit.
Get all over your hands.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can
but it's just
you say
chocolate
shit?
syrup.
Yes, you can say anything you want.
All right, all right.
Yeah, come on, bad boy. Let it loose.
Jews. All right.
Whoa.
Sorry. I love them.
Big fan.
Yeah,
Big fan.
love them all.
They made my career. Thank you. I'm joking. I have no career.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So, okay. Are you looking at the weights now?
I was gonna say for the record that juggling is in the past now. Like I don't.
You no longer juggle?
I can, but it's just stand up full time.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's very nice.
Do you feel good about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Do you miss juggling?
No, I don't miss it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I did it for so long, and it became one of those things where like I could do my show in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just on autopilot, and I wasn't writing new jokes or anything because everything was working.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, then I got this manager, and he's like, you know what, put the juggling to bed. And I'm like, all right. So like right before COVID, I like stopped juggling, and then just started doing stand up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's working out. I see you at the cellar, so that's
yeah,
exciting.
it's not bad. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So I want to get back to college. What'd you end up doing after
So,
high school?
Moved to New York.
Okay.
And I did. I went to school in New York for theater. I went to Marymount Manhattan College for 2 years. Then I went to Hunter College for film.
Oh, Hunter's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you go there?
No, I wish. I couldn't get in.
Yes, you could.
Well, they're grad school.
Oh, they're grad school. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Their grad school for art is very difficult to get into.
I bet.
And it's very good.
Yeah.
Hunter
also
Pratt.
Pratt's even better probably.
It is, but it's more expensive.
Oh yeah.
So ideally, I would have gone to Hunter and played a quarter of the price.
So Pratt had a juggling club that I would go to on like Monday nights or something.
I went to that.
You went to the Pratt Juggling Club?
Okay. This is going to be the most embarrassing thing.
Well, I don't think it can top what I just said. I don't think it can top my 9 through 35 years. But
That's fair.
Try
That's
it.
fair. But I used to date a guy who was in ultimate frisbee, and he juggled, and so I learned how to juggle. I know. I really know how to pick them. But he knew how to juggle, and so I learned how to juggle. And so when I first moved to New York, there was a juggling club
What year
at
was
Pratt.
this? When did you first move?
2000. I want to say 9 or 10.
Whoa.
Where we might have ran into each other.
Might have been.
I only went twice because then at one point I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah.
And I got okay at juggling. I was just I had 3 balls that I would learn how to do like the over the top or whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
And then at one point I was like, I like drinking too much.
Yeah,
I'm a social butterfly. Everyone here is in their own little corner being like, I can juggle. Look at me juggle.
It's a very lonely hobby.
Yes. And so the shoe didn't fit. We'll say that.
That's
but
fine.
I did go twice.
But what was this guy's name? Maybe I know him.
Bob. He juggled in, I knew him in San Diego.
Oh.
And then I moved across the country and I was like, well, I got these balls. I may as well try and juggle. And then I was very bad at it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was. Wow. It's literally, I should write a joke about it because it is the saddest I've ever been in my life.
I love that.
Just like, maybe I'll be a juggler.
Yeah,
I was so lonely that I was like, I'll juggle. I'll
try
juggle.
anything.
And then no one wanted to talk to me because I was bad at juggling.
So I kind of did it because I thought it would help me have that fun thing about you that's kind of like special. You know,
it's special, baby.
It truly is. It truly is. You know, I wasn't good at anything growing up. I wasn't good at sports. Juggling
is a type of sport.
Well,
it's a skill.
I will say there are some people who would like strongly agree with you. Like we're athletes.
Well, I wouldn't. Well,
it
does require amount of strength.
It is. It really is. It
strength
depends,
and focus.
Depends on what type of. There's a lot of types of juggling you can do.
Oh.
There's like comedy juggling. There's gym juggling.
What's gym juggling?
That's like the sport guys who just like are numbers, fancy tricks. They don't juggle fire or knives or anything fun. They're just like in the gym trying to do like, sight swaps or like.
Do they juggle heavy things?
No.
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 Okay. Well, then I'm not impressed.
Okay.
If you can juggle those two things,
no.
those two huge monster weights.
Definitely not.
No.
No, not with my arms.
Can you lift one of them?
Oh, yeah. I could lift. This is just 25 pounds. I think I could.
Just 25
I could do that.
pounds. I'd do that in my sleep.
One hand.
I'd do that
One-handed.
That's the point.
Don't want to show off. Oh, that's the point to do one-handed?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's two.
I can do that with one hand.
Yeah.
It's not two.
Two in one hand? Can you do two in one hand?
No, because my little hand's not big enough. I can't go around both.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have lady hands. Thank you.
I like them.
Oh, my goodness, Marcus.
My favorite, Michael Somerville has this joke. He goes, I'm going to kill it, and I hate doing other people's jokes, but it's so funny. This joke's so good. She was like, yeah, I was on a date. Some lady's like, oh, my gosh, your hands are so soft. I love them. What's your secret? He's like, these? I don't use them. So funny. Love that guy.
He is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Yes.
Okay. So when was the first time you ever drank?
Oh, well, so didn't drink in high school. My 21st birthday, I got completely shit-faced. It was a Friday, and that day I got invited to the MTV Upfront at Madison Square Garden.
What's that?
So an upfront is when a TV channel will bring in all their like advertisers and people who invest, and they'll say, this is what we have coming up this next season on MTV. And they'll have like, I remember it was like Hogan Knows Best or something. It was like Viacom. So they had like Jon Stewart came up to talk about The Daily Show. Hulk Hogan came out, and they had performances. And they had the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Kanye West.
Wow.
And this was before Kanye was a little off his rocker.
Just a little.
So I was in the front row. So I was like out of my mind. Like I went with my friend Lords, who's this, she's on like this punk band, Lords. And we had the same manager. So we were friends through that.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I got these tickets to this MTV up front row. Red Hot Chili Peppers are playing. Do you want to go? And she's like, hell yeah. And so we went to the Penn Station TGI Fridays.
Of course.
Did some shots. Then we went to the garden.
Were they blue?
They were not blue, I don't think.
Okay.
But because she didn't know it was my birthday. I kind of like subtly told her, yes, I'm 21 today. It's my birthday. She's like, let's get you drunk. I was like, all right. And then after that, because it was during the day. It was like at 3 o'clock during the day.
Yeah.
It was like 6 o'clock at night. I'm leaving there, and I had to go to class. So I went to like a 3-hour film school class after that.
Oh, God.
And I was like, can you guys smell alcohol on me? They're like, yeah. Everyone knows you're drunk. I'm like, all right, well, it's my birthday. So.
Well, that's fun. Good job, Lords.
Yeah. She really did it well.
Yeah. What is she doing now, Lords?
Oh, she wrote a Broadway musical called Super You, and it just debuted in England like today, I think.
Great job, Lords.
Yeah.
Huh?
She's great. She's amazing.
That's fun. She sounds fun.
She is.
Great.
Yeah.
So you don't really drink now?
No, I do. I drink occasionally, but I like my vices would be like edibles or weed.
Okay. When'd that start?
Well, so again,
look at that cheeky grin.
I'm very prude, Caitlin. Like when I was
the man with hearts and flowers on his sweatshirt.
Yeah. So when
it says, "Guess what?
Guess what?
It's gonna be me."
Mm-hmm.
It's a NSYNC sweater.
Yeah.
No man, no crap. I forgot that you love NSYNC.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I forgot.
How could you forget?
I can't believe I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Can I tell you this quick story?
Yes, please. Now you can do anything.
So when I was in college, I dated this girl for a year.
Okay.
And
she was real.
She was real, and we had a good relationship. And then she told me she occasionally did black tar heroin, and I was like, "That's grounds for a breakup."
Yeah, that's a lot. That's pretty intense.
That's insane.
Occasionally.
So we broke up. But what she really said was she smokes weed occasionally. But in my head, I heard black tar heroin because I was so prude. I thought it was all the same thing. Like drugs are drugs.
Yeah.
And I was in my 20s. Like I was like 22. And I was like, you do drugs? I was like, I can't have this in my life. So I broke up with her. And then a year later, Apple Computers hired me and this guy, Chris, and three girls to go backpacking through Europe.
Okay.
And the whole thing was they were going to have a film crew and take photos of us because we were going to be on the computers at the Apple store, like as models. When you go in and you have like, there's like preloaded videos and stuff. We were going to be like those people. Mm-hmm. So we go to Spain, England, and Amsterdam.
Oh, so cool.
It was amazing. It was like one of the craziest weeks of my life. While we were in Amsterdam, though, this guy, the girls were all filming something, and it's just me and this guy, Chris. We're on a boat in the canal, like by Anne Frank's house. And he was like, hey, do you want to go try like a space cake? And I was like, oh, dude, I don't know. I've never done drugs. Like, I don't really want to do that. And he's like, well, it's not like you're like smoking anything. It's he kind of told me, he's like, yeah, let's try it. It's fun. Let's do a little bit. I'm like, all right.
A space cake at Anne Frank's house.
Well, yeah, unrelated. We were just in that area on the canal right by her house, right?
Okay.
And so we got a space cake. I ate half of it. Didn't feel anything. The girls come back from filming, and then we had like a whole day planned of bike rides and everything. And then we're on a bike, and I just start laughing uncontrollably, and I cannot stop laughing. And it's like we have a lot to film that day, but like I get so happy. I'm like, this is awesome. I get it now, and I can't stop. And so all these photos, like my eyes are red and squinty. I'm very smiley, and those happen to be the photos they decided to use in all of the Apple stores.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So in like 2010, you could see me in the Apple stores, just like high out of my mind. Red eyes, just like, and no one knew I was high, but I could tell. And like my parents were like, "What is wrong with your face?" I was like, "I don't know." And that was
allergies.
That was the beginning. The allergy. That was the beginning to like my first weed experience. And then I smoked with my younger brother, who was showing me how to like use like the carb and everything on like a pipe.
Oh,
I didn't know.
So you went 0 to 60, huh?
I went pretty. I was like, oh, I'm all about it, and I started telling everyone I know, hey, have you guys had weed? And they were like, yeah, dude, we have. I'm like, it's pretty cool, right? They're like, yeah. How old are you? I'm like 23. Like, you should know about weed by now. Like, yeah.
If it makes you feel better, not that you feel bad, but I smoked weed one time in college, didn't understand the big deal, didn't smoke again until maybe 5 years ago. 6 years, so I was like late 20s.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's not, and I was like, I will say I was a huge pothead for a while. Now I've kind of like, I'm in my 30s, so I've kind of like, I get it, like I've and now I'll just kind of take an edible to help me sleep. Yeah. But I don't smoke during the day like I used to. Yeah. And and I just now have like too much stuff to do during the day as well.
You're a busy boy.
Busy guy. But so bringing to NSYNC.
Okay.
I got booked on a Lance Bass cruise.
I'm so jealous.
Are you? Wait, do you like NSYNC?
I love NSYNC.
I didn't know this.
I grew up. JC Chasez was my favorite member of NSYNC. I still love him.
Well, let me show you this.
Uh-oh.
I just bought.
You're about to hear a lot of screaming, Fonzie.
Well, no, this isn't this. I just bought a JC T-shirt.
Yeah.
On eBay. I go to eBay every day, and I have like alerts set up on my phone to get like rare NSYNC T-shirts, and I just bought this. I've never seen this T-shirt before, and if you might want to like edit this out because I don't think people might find this interesting, but it's from his like schizophrenic debut, like that.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So I got this. Anyway, this is a beautiful JC T-shirt.
That's great.
Stoked about it. But
schizophrenic, not great.
The album.
Yeah.
Well, so he had an album that got shelved called The Story of Kate.
Okay.
But it never got released until like a month ago.
Oh.
And it was from like 15 years ago. But that's really good.
Yeah? The Story of Kate?
Story of Kate.
I'll
JC.
listen. I got nothing to do today.
It's on YouTube. You can like search it.
Okay.
They didn't release it on like Spotify. Anyway, so I'm on this NSYNC cruise. It's with Joey Fatone is there. Lance is there. Ryan Cabrera. Nash Overstreet from Hot Shell Ray. And me. We're the guests. We're the performers.
Uh-huh.
And so we go to the dinner and we all eat together. And Lance's friend brought some brownies, like weed brownies on the ship. And I'm like, all right. But this is also like, I'm a stoner now, like this isn't my first rodeo. Like I know what I'm doing. So I ate like 2 of these brownies, didn't feel anything. So I ate 2 more. I ate 4 brownies. Jeez. Later, I heard you're only supposed to have half of one, but I ate 4 whole ones. That's a lot. That's a lot. And so then we go to the performance that night. And the guys are like, hey, the guys who run the cruise are like, hey, Marcus, do you mind like doing some comedy before we start? Lance is running late. I'm like, no problem. So I see Joey Fatone in the front. I'm like, Joey, I'm really high right now. And he's like, okay. He's like, let's do Rent. And he's like, what? And I give him a microphone. And then I'm like, all right, so Lance is running late. So Joey and I are going to perform Rent. And so Joey was in Rent on Broadway. And Rent was like my favorite musical. I think I've already mentioned it once before in this podcast. and so some things you should know about me. Like I only like a few things, but I'm like all in on those few things.
Okay.
Right? And so then I start doing Rent. I'm like, we begin on Christmas Eve with me, Mark, and then Joey's doing the Roger part. I'm doing the Mark part, but I can't sing. Like I never could sing, but I'm high, so I'm still singing. And then eventually Lance comes and they save the show. But people who are on that cruise to this day still be like, you were so high. I was so high that I would have called, like if I had phone service, I would have called 911 and been like, I'm so high, I'm going to die. Like I need help. I had too many weed brownies.
So how far into Rent did you get?
We got up until like halfway through the song Rent. So that's like 4 tracks in.
Jesus.
Yeah. All the voicemails, all the tune-ups, we did all those.
So you would have had to do like a 30-minute set.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, I probably did like 17 minutes there.
Oh my God.
Felt like I did the whole thing.
Yeah.
I got off stage, I was sweating. My wife's like, let's not do that again. Yeah. I was like, I have it on tape though.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you watch it?
No, I've never been able to watch it since it happened.
Imagine.
I've never been able to watch it.
Traumatizing.
In fact, do you want me to call? Do you know Ryan Cabrera?
Yes, I know Ryan Cabrera.
Right.
He used to date Ashley Simpson.
Yeah, let's FaceTime him and maybe he can tell us about it.
Are you serious?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I going to say? No? That's crazy. Let's see if he shows up. What a weird thing to just have open on your, just be like, oh, my friend Marcus. And then just some lady. Hello. How's it going? He's a very busy man, I would imagine. It's Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
Yeah. I mean, but that's exciting that he's in your phone. Is he a good friend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very sweet. What happened with him and Ashley? You don't have to say. You don't have to betray your friendship.
I can tell you off the pot.
Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll text everybody. I won't do that. I don't have.
But she was at his wedding, so they're friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's lovely to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That whole time period, I was just like.
The Ashley show was so good. And did you ever watch The OC?
I watched The OC.
Oh, that was a good one.
He had a lot of hair, Mr. Cabrera. He had a lot of spikes.
Yeah.
And is he still making music?
Oh yeah. He has a new song out called "Worth It," which is great.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm plugging his music. He didn't pick up his phone. Pick up your phone, Rye.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. If he calls back, we'll answer.
Yeah. I'm gonna take off my phone off Do Not Disturb in case he does.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, you can disturb this podcast.
No way.
So, have you ever done anything else embarrassing with weed?
Oh my God, I'm sure of it.
Think it through.
Yeah, I mean those were like the two of the times the highest I've ever been.
Yeah.
At Ryan's wedding though, my friend Mike, I shouldn't say who it is, but my friend Mike got real high and like passed out, and we had to take him. He had to get like not removed, but he missed like the best part of the wedding, which was like this concert that Ryan put on, which had every like band you probably love perform.
Really?
Yeah.
Who performed at Ryan's wedding?
Oh my God! It started with Bowling for Soup.
Whoa!
And they sang like "Girl All the Bad Guys Want." Then Yellow Card.
What?
Did Ocean Avenue.
Shut up!
Then We the Kings did "Check Yes Juliet." Are you with me? Yeah. Rain is fall. Then
you can sing. That's a lovely little voice.
And then Lance, Joey, and Chris from NSYNC did like "I Want You Back." Or, no, they did "Bye Bye Bye." They did "Bye Bye Bye."
Oh my God!
There was more to it too.
This sounds like the wedding of the century, or at least just of the early 2000s.
It was great. It was great. It was great. Loved it. Loved it.
Wedding of 2006.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's pretty.
And he
good.
missed it because he was too high.
Oh.
I had this like weed spray with me.
Okay.
And I was like, just take one spray. And so I gave it to him. He did 4 sprays. I'm like, you idiot, you're done.
Boy.
Good night. Goodbye.
Sweet dreams,
and
bud.
sleep.
Yeah.
He was gone. He was gone.
How long have you been with your wife?
13 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How'd you meet?
We met through friends.
Why is that funny?
Well, it's always weird to meet through friends, but it's we met through friends, and we it's been a good relationship. She
I would imagine
when I
married.
I love her. When I met her, she was like a bigger drinker than I was. She liked to go out and like party. Like she worked hard during the week, so I get it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like was like, hey, I don't really like drink. I can't keep up with you. So like she kind of like stopped drinking. And but we drink, occasionally now. Yeah. Like we'll have drinks here and there, but we don't really. I haven't gotten drunk in a while. I'm due to get drunk soon.
Yeah, you're due.
Yeah, it's about time. Everyone needs to get drunk at least like once a year, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it's nice to tear one off.
Yeah.
As long as you're not self-destructive.
No, of course. And you're not driving and stuff.
You seem like you'd be a cheerful drunk.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy.
Can you juggle knives?
Wait, what? Can I juggle the drunk?
Knives.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Really?
Yeah.
Are they easy to juggle?
No.
I've been wanting to ask this for about 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can juggle. What's the scariest thing you've ever juggled?
Well, I invented a prop.
You invented a prop?
Uh-huh.
What is this prop?
It's a norch.
What's a norch?
It's a knife and a torch.
Oh,
taped together. And
Jesus.
the biggest, craziest stunt I ever did, I was opening up for the band Cake.
What?
Yeah.
My dad loves Cake.
Oh, Cake's great.
Girl with a long jacket. Yeah.
They had me open for them. I was doing this New Year's Eve show with them. Sold out, thousands of people, and I did something crazy. I bought a 12-foot tall unicycle.
Okay.
And then I juggled norches on top of the unicycle while a firework exploded from my head.
Jesus
Christ. And then I jumped off the unicycle and broke my feet.
You broke them?
In the show. Yeah.
Did you have to stop the show?
No, it was at the end.
It was at the end, so you took a bow and just like hobbled off?
Well, I got up and started dancing around. I had so much adrenaline. I didn't know what happened. Then I got off stage and I was like, oh, my feet are done. Like, they're done.
How were they broken?
I fractured both my heels.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. I went to a doctor. He was like, you were close to never walking again. I was like, really? Come on, that's a little dramatic. But that's what he's... I was like, okay.
It's like, excuse me.
I'm going to live forever.
Yeah, I'm going to get back up on that unicycle.
I didn't skip school for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
Yeah. That's on YouTube.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah, that was a good question. But yeah, knives, I was one of the world's youngest chainsaw jugglers. I juggled a real chainsaw.
A real one as it was going?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That just made me move my hand away.
Yeah, well, I had to stop because I got cut.
You got cut?
Yeah.
Where'd you get cut?
Right here.
Oh, my God. You almost lost your whole
teeny
arm.
Scar. Yeah. It wasn't a bad cut, but it was enough for me to be like, no more. I had to go to the hospital, get stitches.
Oy.
Yeah, no bueno.
You're like the David Blaine of juggling.
Hey, ooh, I like that.
Yeah, you're welcome. That. Was that him? Was that Gran Cabrera?
I don't know. It was Michael Somerville.
Oh, that nerd. I gotta have him on the pod.
But I will say, Jason, I just got a notification that one of the... It's a juggler. He's a famous juggler. Just not famous. He's famous in the juggling community. There's no famous jugglers. They don't make them. But there's...
What?
There's none.
Have you got on AGT?
Yeah, I went to AGT in 2017. They had been calling me every year to do the show. I was like, all right, I'll do your show. So I go there. I said, I'll give you one day. So I'm in LA. I woke up at like 7 a.m. I waited in this
You have to wait in that line? Yeah,
No, I went in line because they were like, it was like they flew me out to LA to audition for the judges. So it wasn't like I was in lines or anything. I was just waiting to go on.
Yeah.
And it was like the end of the night. I was there for like 12 hours. It was almost midnight. They're like, all right, we're going to put you on next. So I go in the wings. I'm in my little outfit. I'm kind of nervous just because there's a lot of people there. I've been waiting all day.
Yeah.
And then there was a girl with an oxygen tank singing on stage, and they loved her. It's one of those sad. She's probably dead now, unfortunately. Like one of those sad things. Like, give her her time.
One of those sad things.
It is it's very sad.
Yeah.
She didn't make it on TV. I watched that season. There was a girl that recently passed. It wasn't her. And then they were like, oh, because they're union, they're like, oh, we can't have you go on now, so you'll just perform first thing tomorrow. And I was like, no, I'm going to WrestleMania. And they were like, what? I'm like, I gave you a day. I'm going back to WrestleMania. So I booked a flight and flew back.
Wow.
And then I kind of realized that show wasn't for me because I heard like the producer, this guy Nigel, talking bad about jugglers right before I went on. I was like, they might be setting me up for something here.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want that clip out there, you know.
The juggling clip?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're coming to the end here, Marcus.
Oh man, I need more like drug stories.
Yeah, this is where I like to ask if there's one that we haven't gotten to. Drinking, drug, whatever you want related.
Drinking. Mm-hmm. I did shrooms for the first time last week.
That's exciting. How'd that go?
Well, I've been really interested in them for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And I was hanging out with Steven, and he was saying you guys were going to do them on a beach one day, but then it rained.
It did rain.
Yeah.
Yes. We've taken like a little bit.
Yeah.
Not enough to feel like nice.
That's kind of what I did. I took a little bit, and it made me feel like I was a little buzzed. Like from it kind of felt like I had 3 drinks.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I wasn't like talking to the clouds or anything. Which I was kind of hoping to.
You were hoping to talk to the clouds?
Yeah, why not?
You would talk to the clouds.
Is it going to rain today?
Let your friend know.
Yeah, exactly. So it was good. I'm not into like, I'm not a drug guy. I'm very like, I've never done like coke or meth or fentanyl or whatever it is. You know, I don't even take Adderall.
I don't think anyone does fentanyl on purpose.
No,
it's usually
you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I did once in like, 15 years ago. There was this thing called salvia. Have you heard of this?
I remember that.
And it was like Miley Cyrus did it. It was on like TMZ. I'm like, what is this? So I was in California. I was at this comedy club, and I found some salvia there. Not at the club, just when I was in California. And I did it, and it was trippy. You smoke it. You shouldn't do it though, because I don't think it's good for you. It's like a synthetic. It's not like, it's like a mint, I guess.
Okay.
It's legal, but they sell it, but not for smoking. But people find out you can smoke it and trip.
Yeah.
And so I smoked it, and for like 2 minutes, I was laughing uncontrollably, and I went on this big journey where I was a blanket, and I went through the life of a blanket, and I could feel what it felt like to be a blanket and to feel love, and then discarded, and then like all in 2 minutes while I'm laughing, and then I like woke up, and I was like, that was crazy. That was crazy. I was on the moon, but now I'm back. Then I went and did some juggling show probably somewhere at some comedy club, and the comics were like, why is there a juggler here?
And you're like, why not?
Yeah. That's the old me, I should say. Now I just do stand up.
Okay.
I feel like
there's anything wrong with juggling.
No, I know, but I think I say that a lot just because I've done it for so long that a lot of people who have been, I don't want to say like following my career, but know me as a juggler. So so now I'm just like, nope, not, you know, the old me.
Yeah. Hard stop. Okay.
Yeah, quit it.
You quit it.
People just want to see the dangerous stuff. Like, they don't care about me, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, but I get it. If you could light a microphone on fire and tell jokes, I'd be like, light that microphone on fire. You know, I get it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would not do that.
No.
I flail too much.
No, you do. Oh, yeah. But how cool would that be?
It would be upsetting. Everybody would lose an eye. Mm-hmm. I get very close to the front row, especially if you're a man in a dorky outfit. Are
you calling me a dorky?
No. I did it. No, I was actually not talking about you, but that is a dorky sweatshirt that I do like.
Yeah.
Anyway, I turned the corner with that sweatshirt. Yeah. Okay. And now that I understand it, I'm very excited about it.
Oh, nice.
But last night there was a guy in the front row wearing a Star Wars Letterman jacket. Yeah, and I was like, at the cellar.
Oh,
and so I had to be like, and I'm trying to do my jokes, and I just noticed, I was like, is that say fucking Star Wars? And it's a Letterman jacket? And I was like, from the back, everybody thinks you're a jock. From the front,
nerd.
You are a nerd.
It's like a reverse mullet.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I was referring to.
That's great.
But you wouldn't know that because you weren't there. So
no. I was at the cellar last night.
Oh, you were?
But I was at the bar.
Oh, listening to. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I was doing the dirty show. I always do the dirty show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Every Monday. Count on it. I'm not talking to the camera. All right. Well, Marcus, where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok,
Great.
YouTube. I just started posting shorts, but they're all on Instagram anyways.
So just do Instagram.
Yeah. Marcus Monroe.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for doing the pod. That was
Loved
very fun.
Oh, good.
Yes. Look at that. Bye.
Bye.